Welcome to the exclusive interview with Robert Macharia, the founder and president of Muranga Seal from Murang'a County. He's going to add light on grassroots football and sports in general in this country. Welcome so much, Mr. President.
My name is Robert Macharia. I am a lawyer by profession. I'm also the founder of a football team in Kenya called Muranga Seal FC, which I founded in 2016.
What motivated you in raising a team which you know logistics are very crucial in this sector of football?
The football in this country has not been run professionally, so it's difficult to attract people to come and support a football club. And usually, what happens is that if you found a local team, you depend on, the fans around the team or your friends. You need to feed them a particular diet, and you need to travel to all parts of the country because we are in a nationwide league. So, for example, in our case, we have to go to Mombasa 3 times. There are actually now 4 teams actually now from Mombasa in the league. You have to travel to Kisumu 3 times, to Kisii twice, to Western Kenya thrice. So when you add all this, it just adds up to money.
The standards of our stadium in the country have brought issues to FIFA where they were banned. Who is to be blamed about this situation in our country?
Of course, the government is to blame for the status of the stadia. As you may know, the only stadia that we have in this country are actually owned by government, whether be it the county governments or the national government. So, as an individual, you cannot go and run those. You can't even go inside the stadia. So it's everything has to be put on the government's desk, because they are the owners of the facilities. And there is nothing the federation can do about it, because the federation, unfortunately, unlike the federation in Europe that have their own facility, our own doesn't have.
Does media coverage hinder the growing of soccer and sports in general in the country?
You see, what is the intention? When you get to the sport, apart from of course having fun, your intention is to make money out of the sport, out of your talent. So you need to be seen by others. So if there's a player in Kisumu, I may not be able to travel to Kisumu to see him, but if I see that player on TV, or if I have a clip of that player, then I'm able to pick him up. The media has a massive role to play in development of the game in this country, and not just in this country, everywhere. The media is big time. So when you don't have the media supporting, the television of games, covering whether they are recorded games or they are live games, when that doesn't happen, the quality of the game can only plummet. Yeah, so there is no going up. Yeah, so yes, the media has a huge role to play in the growth or the death of the game. Oh, the withdrawal of the sponsorship, the broadcast sponsorship of DSTV was massive. I really feel bad about it, because I'm one of those persons who believe in the power of media and the power of televising live games. Why? Is because that is the only way our players can be seen. It's too difficult to fly someone here and from, for example, South Africa, and to watch your games. So they can only depend on the clips that the media people give them.
Does education and football go hand in hand, as we say talents are from the grassroots, where education is an issue in our country?
You can't separate them because, I mean, education, the formal education teaches not just you to pass exams, teaches you to become a better human being. That is why you will see in those, even in the formal education, you have PE classes. You cannot be a good player unless you have some background in education. So, I mean, when you look at people like Frank Lampard, the retired Chelsea player, he was an A-class student. I mean, a lot of people think that, I mean, and we see that every day that you can forfeit your education at the expense of football. You cannot. Even the players who are really good and they didn't go through the formal education, it's only that they didn't have that chance. And when they got a chance to go to start playing professional football, they enrolled in school. So let not people lie to our children that they will stop doing their formal education and go to football and succeed. Even when you succeed in football, you need to be able to know how to spend the money. You need to be able to know to sign checks. You need to be able to know, for example, pizza is not right for you. How do you get to know that unless you've gone through the formal education and been taught about diet? So formal education must go hand in hand with the game and with talent.
In 30 seconds, maybe you explain to us how education goes hand in hand with football in the country.
To the children, because we cannot talk about children here. We cannot talk about adults. It's the children who really want to make football or sports general as a career. I think the first thing is you must be disciplined. Discipline is key because you need to train hard. You need to eat the right diet. You need to listen to your coaches. You need to have enough sleep. The discipline is key. You may be talented. You may be the best that we've ever seen. But if you're not disciplined, both in terms of taking care of your body and in terms of obeying instructions, then you have no future in sports. So, but if you focus, you make sure that you're disciplined, then you become a good athlete, you become a good footballer, you become a good basketballer. To the government, I think we need to know that the youth is the future, and we need to stop playing around with the lives of the youth. As a matter of urgency, we need to reclaim the lost facilities that have been grabbed, facilities for our children to recreate. I'm talking about playing fields. We need to repair as a matter of urgency the stadia that we have. We need to partner with the government needs to partner with private individuals and private institutions to maintain these facilities because it is easier to build. It is very easy to build, but to maintain it to the standards that is required is another different situation. To the federation, of which I don't want to run away from there, I happen to be the chairman of Murang'a County, so I'm part of the federation. I think we need to come together as a federation and listen to each other. We must stop running the federation as if it's a government institution. We must run the federation like a private business, a commercial business, sorry, not a private business, a commercial business, so that, first of all, we don't have to depend on government for financing our national teams. I am sure we can take example of the FA in England, that it's able to run its facilities, is able to be run as a business and generate income. We cannot forever remain on grants from FIFA or grants from government. We must run the federation as a commercial entity.
Thank you very much, Mr. Robert, for adding light to the youth and sports in general in Kenya. And it's a pleasure for you tuning in on Switch TV to our viewers. I'm Omar Mohammed, and this is Switch TV.